Hey guys, and welcome back to another war video with the Interceptors. So today we're going to be taking on an Asian alliance that was Platinum 4 last season, but at the moment that we are facing them here, they were actually in Platinum 1, so they were a little bit of a mismatch as we're a Masters alliance and they're Plat 1, but it wasn't just like a complete throwaway of a war. They have very good defenders. I think personally I have at least 3 rank 3 6-stars. And my plans for who I was going to take massively changed this war. So there were 2 fights I just showed that I was going to take and I ended up not taking, and there was one I didn't show that I ended up taking. So we're going to go in with the Ghost Trinity today because Path 5 needed a Ghost, and I'm our best Ghost player. So yeah, that's what we're going to go with. Just my 565 at the moment. My rank 2 is still unawakened, or else she would be rank 3 and be going to war. So we're taking this Taskmaster on the first node. This is just a rank 2, I believe. Yep, a rank 2. With Ebb and Flow knockdown, Taskmaster is just not a very good defender on this node. If you go into this fight with someone like Omega Red, probably not going to go amazing, although I have absolutely no doubt that you could still solo it by just countering heavy with your heavy to knock down. You just wouldn't get all of the spores locked in eventually, because locking in spores would take 2 debuffs. And now we'll go to the fights. I don't know why it just did that, but it crashed us back to the main one. We're going to take this fight. We're going to take Havoc on this node, and this is long distance relationship with steady build up Fury and Power Alternator. And this is a very, very bad matchup for Ghost. So this was actually assigned to someone else, and I was not supposed to take this fight. I didn't plan on it, and then things just didn't work out. We had a guy that was on Path 4 with a rank 3 Warlock, and he actually was not confident to do this fight. It skips a little bit in this fight, sorry about that. But we're going to just eat a detonation right here with the phase, luckily. And the fight's going well so far, but he's just going to stop hitting into me. So right here, I should have knocked him down. But right here is going to start charging heavies, and if you're fast enough, you can actually dash back, get out of it. So right there, I'm not fast enough, and I'm dying very, very, very quickly. So in like 2 seconds, I went down from 100 to 60. Countering the heavy with heavy hitter is extremely possible. But the thing is, I was stuck in the corner, and there was absolutely nothing I could do. So right here, I'm going to die from the explosion damage. I just got absolutely destroyed. It had nothing to do with long distance relationship link. The fact is that the guy on Path 4 does not know how to reparry. So it doesn't matter. I could have played that fight a little better. I could have, but that death was really not my fault. So yeah, we need, if you have a rank 3 Warlock, and like you gotta know how to reparry, and this guy just had absolutely no clue how. So we are taking that fight down with Wasp, and then this is in the morning. Or actually, no, this is still at night. Yeah, we cleared early, a little earlier today. So this is a rank 3 Warlock, and this is going to be on Ebb and Flow Intercepts. So we're going Path 5 the whole war. I was supposed to take the Annihilus Mini, but one of the guys was going to bed, and he had a Quake, so he took that fight down very easily. But that's also a great fight for Ghost. As long as you don't take any blocked hits, you never get armor broken, he never gets unstoppable, and you're fine. We're going to throw on some tech boosts here, and the only reason for that is because these are not the only fights I'm going to take. So we're throwing on a 30% boost. Yeah, I know. It sounds crazy, but I have 3 rank 3 6-stars to take here with Ghost. So we're just backing out to reset the timer, and so like there's no fails on something. And then I think I'm going to throw in invulnerability boost. Yep, that's probably a good decision. So we have a rank 3 Domino and a rank 3 Warlock on Ebb and Flow Intercept. Ghost, in my opinion, is the second best counter to both of these fights. So if I could have brought Warlock, I think Warlock would have been a little better for both fights, just a little safer. But you see right there, I'm not really sure what happened, but she just didn't hit into my phase, so I intercepted, landed an intercept, and then she went for a light hit into my phase right after the medium, and that just kind of messed me up. So right there, we bait out the heavy to make sure that the unblockable from the Wasp synergy doesn't fail, because that can happen. And there we hit a nice intercept. It's a very consistent. It looks risky, but it's actually not a risky intercept at all. And right there, I don't know what happened. I just got messed up a little bit. So right here, I'm just going to go for another intercept. Or actually, I'm not. Okay, that's right. I just go for another L2. It's almost going to push me to my next L2. And I assume I'm just going to throw another L2 right here and finish off the fight. Nice. Okay. Admittedly, not a perfect fight, but that's all right. We got through it because we max boosted it. 27 hits, took 6 hits. Not the best. And now we're going to go against this Warlock. We're going to heal up a bit. So against Warlock using Ghost, it's actually a very, very good matchup. And the only thing that you can't do is you cannot let him throw his L2. That's the one thing you cannot do. You also can't, your SP2 can't crit because when he has an armor up buff, he's actually immune to crits on special attacks. But you are fine on this fight because all of our damage is going to come through mediums after the intercept. So now that the node is down, we're hitting 6k mediums, and yeah, this was a lot easier than the Domino. So after I got through that Domino, I was like, okay, I can chill for a bit. I'm fine. I'm going to bait out this L1 right here. We're going to phase right through all 3 hits, and then we are going to parry and then go for an intercept. No, we're not. Okay, we're just going to throw the L2, and does a total of about 4,000, 5,000 damage. But that's not where our damage is coming from in this fight. It's from our 10k mediums right there. So we fully evade the L1. I'm pretty consistent. I think I'm 95% consistent on that special. So it's alright. And we're not actually losing power here just because we're not suffering from any debuffs, even though I am running willpower. So now we're up to 4 cruelties, and we're just going to start to hit like super hard. So we were in there. From a vulnerability boost, we're just going to throw this L2, and even with no crits, it's doing that much damage, which I think is pretty nice. So now he's refusing to throw the L1, so what we're going to do is we're just going to wait for him. We're going to just back up and wait for him to throw it. He's eventually got to throw it, right? And yes, he eventually does throw it. I believe I blocked this and next the 3rd hit. I don't. Okay, that's all right. So we can go for an intercept there, go for another intercept, and there we go. He goes down. So definitely not the best counter. If I were to bring 2 champions to counter both of those fights for like the very best options, I would say the best counters to those fights respectively would be Warlock and then Medusa. So that's what I would bring next time, but I didn't plan out this war. I was sent here. And this is actually a fight I was not supposed to take. So this is a rank 3 Modok on the hazard shift, and I still had all my boosts up. This was like 5 minutes after those previous fights. We're going to throw in an advanced power boost, and this rank 3 Modok, sorry, I think I was saying Warlock before. This rank 3 Modok is just going to absolutely melt. So the guy that was supposed to take this had a rank 2 6-star Red Hulk, and I just felt like that was going to be a death. And I know how good I am with Ghost. I know my limitations, and I knew that this fight was not out of my limit. I knew that I could do this fight. So right here, we're going to go in once, and then we're going to bait out a heavy, and we're going for a 4-hit combo to get those debuffs up. Oh, we only went in for 2 hits. Through that L2 though, going for nice damage. We're going to bait out this L1, make sure we're not in phase so it doesn't mess us up. And then right here, we're going to just hit in for a few debuffs. We're going to block bait out a heavy, going once more, bait out one more heavy, going for a shortened combo, only get 1 debuff, but it doesn't matter because we are doing a lot of damage. And right here, we're just holding our block, going right into another L2. Very nice, very fight. So I do believe Ghost is the best counter to that in the game. I've yet to see anyone take that fight ever with Ghost. Since I did that fight, Coop actually did that fight also. Or actually, he might have done it before me. I don't know. It was like within the same two wars when we did it. But yes, it was a very nice fight, and we did take home the victory versus this Asian alliance. So it was not really a close war, and after that war, we were going to be in Masters Rank 3. So yeah, not really a close war at all. Yeah, 9-15. 9 is very solid. The other alliance surprised us with how good they were. We thought they would be a very easy matchup, and they kept it closer than we thought, but it was still not a very close war. So now that's going to make us 7-0 on the season, picking up my third death of the season, which is very unfortunate, but we're now 50 out of 53, or 94% on our PSR. So obviously our goal at the end of the season is 95 or higher. So we're almost there. We just got to not die the rest of the season. So that's going to be it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.